Alright, we're gonna try something new here today. I got kind of tired of blueprints while I was streaming, and I wanted to move on to other things, but I do still want to get the ending. So, we're gonna pick back up here where I left off on stream. And we are going to see what we can see, basically. Yeah, I don't know, I've just been kind of sick of it. I'm actually sick today and recording this from home. So we'll see how this goes. Actually, you know what I should do? Sorry, gamers, you're gonna witness... Whoopsie, not that. You're gonna witness a rarity. I cheated. I exited the game. Right. There's a reason for that. And what I'm going to do... that I haven't messed with, really, is I'm going to make a clone of the save file. In case I do this and I don't like it, or I run out of time and I got a jet anyway, I don't want to scrap a whole day. It might still make me scrap a whole day, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know enough about how this game manages saves. Okay, well that's how I do that. Is there a... Last save file was backed up then. Okay. How about this? I go blueprints, copy save. Another slot. Huh. Well, I got nothing there, so we're gonna go into the Steam folder. We love Steam folders. Common. Blueprints. I guess blueprints data. Blueprint save file location. Oh, no, that's not actually where it is. Okay. It is in the legendary... See, users... Your user, app data, local low, dog bomb, player prev, storage, Mount Holly Blueprint, Mount Holly Blueprint backup. Okay, let's just nab this anyway. We'll just make a little copy. That's what we'll do. I don't know why I loaded the same profile I've been using, but that's okay. So, we're going to get back into it. We're going to see if we can do it, because we are agonizingly close to an end game, right? Last time on stream, we got the scepter. Took us a minute, because I am bad at telling time. But yes, we have the scepter, we have the blessing of the monk, and the banner of the king. So, what we really need today, I think... And the scepter is blue. So let's go... Oh wait, no, let's... look at the directory here. I'm trying to remember for the outer rooms. The shrine is blue. So I have a pretty good chance of drawing it in the first poll. Minus whatever other room I ended in, because I need to end this in that same room. So, open a hallway, Get ourselves a key. My phone is booping, but I don't care. The observatory. The observatory is good. We need the Amandus, the Southern Cross, Clavis, and the Twins. Beautiful set of constellations there. And yeah, I do still love this game. But I will admit, I do start to see its flaws the more that I play it and other games. And hey, nobody's made a perfect game, right? That's not what I'm saying, that this is a bad game. I'm just saying there's maybe a few areas where there could have been some things done just slightly differently. And I think as it comes into an end game that just never seems to actually end, that is sort of where I feel Blueprints almost overstates its welcome. Because once you unsolve puzzles, right? Like if I ever go back, I'm not gonna sit here and redo all of the thinking and puzzling. I already know, you know, 8 dates crack 8 safes, all that good stuff. So there's sort of a fundamental fatal flaw in that, where you're just doomed, if you will. It's 10 minus 3 is 5, times 2 is 10. 8. Times 8 is 64, minus 20 is 44, divided by 11 is 4. And it just seems to, I guess, outstay its welcome. So that is 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, times 4 is 20. And, you know, puzzle games are what they are. They're not meant to be replayed. And that's sort of the other downside of going, you know, with a roguelike, is you kind of want to replay it. And there is a certain thrill to the replay that is eventually, inevitably lost. There's this sort of sense of, I would say, in a roguelike, inevitably you hit the point and you say, you know what, Chief? I'm out. I'm done. And usually that's when you go through a game like Slay the Spire or similar, and you just have one of those runs that is like unflinchingly good, where, you know, you've beat all the hard difficulties, where you solve all the puzzles, you've figured out the strategy, you did it, you won. And I'm not going to say that I'm technically there by that standard on Blueprints, but it's because the first run takes so exceedingly long to get to the end of, if you're doing this organically and with, you know, little to no help outside of, you know, the occasional glance at a wiki or anything else. You eventually start to be a little resentful of sort of what it's trying to do, in a way. It's not that the game has done anything wrong, it hasn't slighted you. But you have things that are standing in your way to being complete or done, and you're ready to move on. That's where there's a huge challenge for me. That's where blueprints is difficult, right? And so, in some ways... fuck it, let's open a room with a gem. Oh, the laboratory. Excellent. We do want that. So... let's just take an immediate win. There we go. We love picking locks. Regular criminal enterprise. There's the garage. Okay. So we can get the 3 keys. And we will be able to just open the garage when we get the power. That's not a stretch. That's not too bad. Oops. We need to go this way. But because, you know, again, at its core, we are relying on... Whoopsie. We are relying on RNG and perhaps attempting to make it a little more G and a little less R, we do inevitably come to these weak points. This is a great example of a weak point. I still have to burn a key to unlock this door. Are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. Unlock that, but it does nothing. Unlock that, and it does something. Well, it does do something. Weight room taking half of our steps stinks, but it does get us a lever. Let's open a few of these doors. Behind one of these should be another key, which is good. And then the lever. Because I suspect that what we're gonna have to do is basically try to do everything all at once. A strategy that famously works very well whenever it's attempted by anybody. We'll pull this lever too. We got some redundancy. Now what would really be nice is gaining some means of a singular reroll. I can get the gems here. That does benefit me. Blue box contains the gems. Statements that contain more than one B are true. The letter in more than one B are true. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems. Okay, so this is it cannot be true. So it must be false. So statements that contain 1B or not more than 1B are true, can be true, but it's false. The letter B appears twice on the box that contains the gems, and the blue box contains the gems. So this one can be correct. It could be this one as well. That was that one. Rumpa's room is fine, but not great. Oh, battery pack. I didn't realize you could appear here, old friend. And I think I've been a bit of a fool. You'll see why in just a moment. Because I realized that we put these in the entry hall and I never opened them. Despite it being rather likely that this would be beneficial to us. Silver key is good. I like the silver key. I was hoping that would have ivory dice in it. But that's okay. This one still could. Doesn't, but it could have. Let's open a room here. Okay, I think I take the walk-in. I don't think the walk-in is likely to have ivory dice in it. But it is much more likely to have that in it than... Oh, wait, where's my fourth item? Hello? There's supposed to be 4 items in here? Boo. Okay. We will take our spoils of war and leave. We have not hit rank 8, which is important. I need to not lose my steps. We will do the walk-in closet and get our extra item. Running shoes. Basically everything except what we want. But from this room, I can use the silver key. Conference room is fine. I do think the rotundra is a great option. Because spinning is winning. I have been told. They're saying this. So then we'll go kind of up this way. We have a good chance of proccing that because we're now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're close. We can get it in as many steps here. Crafting studio. Might be good just to finalize all of our... Get all of our rooms. Okay. We don't have a magnifying glass, so we can't open that. Oh, now choices like these are tough. We don't currently have a way in here. But that did succeed in an area that we were weak. Because now all we have are choices. Mechanarium. Have I done enough rooms? 1, 2, 3. No. Which means that it's really not likely to contain anything outside of the 3 doors we're connected to. But it may have another lever. Spin this one open. Yes. This is key. Now, with that being the case, I am inclined to activate our Banner of the King and try to pull Black Prince, because the throne room and the treasure trove are our only Black Prince to speak of. Those are all regular rooms. None of the bedrooms are black. Which means between black and blue rooms, we have a good chance of opening this and getting a room we can't acquire. Oh no. Okay. But the aquarium is still good. It's still a good pickup. Sadly, there is not an effect there. But maybe we can step our way out here. It would have to be this direction. We have a meal waiting for us. But I want to roll the dice a little bit here. Classroom in the treasure trove. Oh, but I have shut us off from everything. Shoot. Yeah, no, that's the end. There is nothing more that I am able to do here. So what do we do? Well, whatever room that we set foot in is liable to be an outer room tomorrow. Which means that we could sort of gamble a little bit and get ourselves a second copy of the outer room that we would really like, which is the shrine. I don't know if we'll get that opportunity, though. The workshop. I say we open it because we can. We get the lever. And we've got plenty of pieces. We do this. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we made it. It exists. And we don't need the chips right now. So we really need but we have to enter in a blue room. So let us then take the laboratory. I think we take the laboratory. because the laboratory has good results. And it has to be a room that we can access anyway. So then I think we call it a day. Yes. Well, that's sometimes how it goes. Because right now we are fishing for such complicated endgame steps that we just gotta send it. But we'll see you again on day 71. Which for me is right now.